my amazing subscribers. My name's Connor Tucker. No, it's almost addicted. Only joking. Right, let's get 1 like on this video. It's going real fast. Let's build this big survival house, okay? Yeah, people have been asking for this. So there's 5 gaps in between every single one of these. So as you can see, I'm just building the frame up. It's 5 high as well. So if you pause the video and look around, it's mostly for inspiration, but you could probably get a tutorial out of this. As you can see, it's got 3 5 gaps and 4 3 5 gaps at the other side. And I'm just kind of building these frames round. Now, it doesn't have to be like this. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of how you could do a big survival house in a different style than you're probably used to. And yeah, so I'm working on the very middle, this middle bit right here, this middle bit right here, brother, this middle bit. I'm just going to put some blue satin wool. I'm quite happy today because I've actually got my tooth back, so I can probably speak a little bit better, but you probably haven't noticed. Actually, I'm still learning. Now, I'm using the dark oak. Did I hear that correctly? Did you say dark oak? Yes, dark oak. I'm using dark oak, and then I'm putting block stair, block stair, block stair, block stair, with stairs underneath every stair up. Now I'm just doing the sides like this because when we do the middle roof, we can combine them together. As you can see, look at that. It's really simple. At the back, I decided to do like these 7 cranes. I think there's 7, 6, and then I just ran that going round, and then I'm just filling the roof in towards the middle, as you can see here, and just filling it all in. If you want a block for block tutorial on this, I'm probably not going to do it. So yeah, you can ask all you like. Of course, I did actually do a tutorial exactly like this one, and it's block for block. It's over an hour and something long, and nobody clicked on it. So I will put that down in the description. I'll even put it on the screen right about now, so you can have a check out of that, and you can, yeah, click on that, do that block for block, and then once you've done that one, you can then, you've then got a place to stand on, and then you can say, I want a block for block on this one. But if not, I'd just go build that one, yeah. Okay, and then I'm just going to build the very middle up here. I'm going to start doing more tutorials like this, because my block for block tutorials, well, my big ones anyway, I don't get many people watching them anymore, so I think people just want them fast. So yeah, you've got to kind of show that support by commenting what you do want. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep doing this, to be honest, because it's probably the best way to give people inspiration, where they can kind of just watch the building process and me kind of talk over how I'm doing it. And basically, I'm just kind of keeping a simple framework, and then you can always put the detail in after. And this is what I always like to do. This is why it's very difficult to do a tutorial like this, because when you're freestyling it, sometimes you just want to do it simple like this. So I'm using the cyan wool for all these bits. You could probably do it in white, but I wanted to do it a bit of a different build. I had a different colour scheme than we're used to seeing. So yeah, on the YouTube realm. As you can see, I'm just putting the stairs underneath there, and look at that roof, man, look at it. Now respect it. Sorry, this happens every now and again. Every time I drink tea. Don't drink tea, it's bad for you, I'm pretty sure of it. It makes me feel bad. Anyway, we're doing this tutorial thing, aren't we? And then I'm putting some little pegs on of the cobblestone, and then some quartz. I always forget. And then I've got some fence of the oak going all the way down, and this is kind of like little support beams with the quartz slabs going round, and it's just kind of a back balcony. I kind of like this colour scheme. I've never tried it, but it seems to work. Now what I'm doing is the dark oak and spruce, so I'm filling in the spruce at the side, dark oak at the bottom, dark oak at the top, and then I'm just putting white glass in. It seems to work really well. This was kind of like a random colour scheme that I went for, and it seems to work, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to try this all the way around. So obviously you can do it for every single window on the top half. We still need to do the bottom half, but this top half, yeah, I went for the same scheme. But obviously if you wanted to walk out on those balconies, I'd probably leave it open and not put glass in one of them. Just common sense, really. And just kind of like, if you want to use it, use it. If you don't want to use it, probably cover it up with windows. You could just have it as decoration. That back bit where it's got the crane, you could probably put some like chests on there, maybe some anvils and stuff like that. Fill it up. Now I've done a back balcony here, and I just attached it onto the bottom roof. As you can see what we did up there, we attached it on the very lower of the roof and fill in all the rest of the glass in so it looks tasty. This is pretty much the basic frame, and you can always add loads and loads of detail on after. Now this is an example of the detail that you could add. So 3 1 3 1 3 1 3. It's just like a circle. Filled it all in on the inside as well with the dark oak, filling that in, and then I did that on the other side as well, and I filled some glass in. So as you can see, I've got the 3 1 3 1 going all the way around. Fill all that in, fill the back in, and then I went for the white stained glass. At the bottom, as you can see, you can take out bits, put more windows in, and then at the bottom trim, you could trim that across there to add more detail. And this is where you really start to add more detail into the build, and you can kind of make it your own. You can kind of get a bit experimental with the stairs and stuff, but I wanted to keep it fairly simple. As you can see, I've got the white stained glass, and I don't know what shaders I'm actually using this. I think it's the Texturepack or something. It'll be down in the description. Then I did a cobblestone going all the way around it, and then I used the cyan, just kind of blocking it in, just making squares wherever we have got our oak. As you can see, just making little squares like this, and trust me, it'll look better. Even though it looks plain, we can always add more detail in later, so don't you worry about that. You can change the color schemes around. It doesn't have to be like this. It's kind of an example of kind of thought I'd do it out of the box, bit of a extraordinary. And now obviously you need a front door, so you can kind of change it around, just put a little bit of like oak logs or something like that. Keep it fairly simple. You can go extravagant if you would like, and as you can see, I'm putting another layer there, and I'm putting another layer going underneath there. It's just to add a little bit more detail. And then around the side, I've kind of thickened it up with some logs, put some spruce stairs on top of it, and then I've added some bush going around the whole of the building. Which looks fairly okay. So the bottom's now coming together, and obviously we can add a lot more detail into that bottom, and this is what I decided to do. Are you ready for this? And then at the side here, obviously you can make more windows, put a little shelves, and then just put logs going all the way around, sticking out like this. And then you see where I've got that quartz there. I just decided to actually run quartz going all the way around, but just like a 1 layer thick. So like this, going all the way around, and just see how it kind of trims it off, it divides it away from the bottom, and just adding these structures into it really can make your build like so much better. So yeah, I've done that on both sides and trimmed those little small edges off, and then I put little blocks where I could put the cobblestone, and then I could put the dark oak fences going up to give it more of a thickness on the outside, and yeah, it just adds more detail to the build. It's still quite a simple build, there's not loads of detail added to it, and then I just run some spruce going around the bottom, as you can see, adding more detail to that very bottom bit. But as you can see, we've got a nice little building from that, and it's quite simple. It's just quite time consuming, obviously, because it's quite long. Not many people want to do it, but check down in the description right now, or it'll be on the screen. You can click on the video. There's an actual block for block tutorial of a house pretty much like this, but I'm almost addicted. Slap that 1 like, and I'll catch you later. Peace.